So a little less than a year ago, we were told by the Trump administration that they had struck Iran. They had decimated their nuclear capacity. They had destroyed their air force and they had destroyed their navy. Flash to now, we're being told 2 weeks ago, we were told exactly the same thing. So if we destroyed them then, why are we re-destroying them now? If they were already obliterated, how did they exist so fast? So those bombs, either he was lying then, or those bombs had fertilizer in them, a miracle grow. Right now, we live in a country where almost everything this man has told us has turned out not to be true. Tariffs, what happened with there? Doge, what happened there? Groceries, what happened there? War, what happened there? We seem to suffer from short memories. About 5 or 6 months ago, we had the whole of our allies that were going to Greenland in anticipation of Trump possibly invading there. Now you have a man who is asking those very allies to help him invade another country. How quickly we forget. He's made enemies out of friends and now expects them to be friendly. We live in a world, gas is up, food is up, and the stock market is down. It is very expensive to be racist. Very expensive. We live in a world where this man has told us any number of things that have turned out not to be true. We're in a situation where he took the American people into war and none of our allies are going to help. None of them. None of them. And we're not fighting a third world country. Iran has a 94% literacy rate. Iran is in the top 10 in chemistry and science. We got a report. We're getting a report now that we're short on the munition. We're short on Tomahawk missiles because we've expended them. We're almost out of missiles. We're fighting an army, a technically advanced army. We read at the 5th grade level. This nation reads at a 5th grade level. As a matter of fact, there were reports that in the initial strikes that Iran had painted airplanes and used AI and fake drones to look as if they were bombing things they weren't. And that's what happens when you're led by a game show host and a drunk podcaster. We done messed around and started a fight with the tech squad. And now we're here. Now, if we are as successful as you purport we are, if you have your Secretary of War argue that we are, then why are you then asking for the very people the very allies you once maligned to help you? We never will get the truth out of here because it's always convenient for him. Whatever he says, whatever he thinks he's saying, he'll say. He told Chris Christie was playing this story. He said that he told his wife in 2019 when they were at dinner at Mar-a-Lago, dinner at his country club in New Jersey, that if you say something over and over and over again, it becomes the truth. We will never know the truth. We'll never know why we're at war. We'll never know how we're doing. But we will know this. People are going to lose their life because a man decided it was so. And now this very man is telling us that I know about the sleeper cells. I know where they are. Well, if you knew where they were, why weren't you going after them instead of terrorizing American citizens? If you knew that where the terrorists were, why weren't you going after them instead of shooting 2 Americans, one in the face and one multiple times in the streets? If you knew where they were, why didn't you have ICE protect us instead of terrorizing them? The truth of the matter is you do what you want. You don't do any research. You think that just because it'll work out. And that is why you have been bankrupt. He's been bankrupt 7 times. And this country is going down the same path. We don't know why, we don't know how, we don't know when, but we do know that people are going to die. That's a little note from the GED section. Got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It is the D.L. Hughley Show.